I covered this clip with MoistCr1TiKaL and how when he responded to the Velma trailer, and this is after he watched it, this is what he had to say. And this is a guy with like 11, 12 million subs.
Yeah.
Man, this screams like a show made by people that hate the audience that they're borrowing the IP from. What is the point?
Yeah.
Why not just make your own original one?
Now, this is a guy, like, he's not in the side of the, like, fuck Hollywood, fuck everything. He's a very level-headed individual, calls it like he sees it. Sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I don't. But what happens in this is just, it shows you this is the point of everything going on.
Immediately antagonize people who just want Scooby-Doo. Why is everyone who works in the industry so angry all the time? Yeah, I don't get the point of that one. Thanks to the resub. Protector, Chicken Apple, Gabby in the Prime, Dookie. Why did you keep calling the white guy take? What? Is that bait or a joke?
Bait or a joke?
I couldn't give a fuck less what they do with characters. They're well within their right to. I just don't get the point. The literal opening line to this is just immediately shitting on legitimately everyone that would have cared about Scooby-Doo.
Which is what they constantly are doing. Everything they're doing is to disrespect the audience that they should want. And as I've said, when you buy Star Wars for $4 billion, when you buy into Marvel, when you want these properties, why are you spending that much money? You're spending that much money because you want the fan base and the enthusiasm that comes with it. But then you immediately disrespect the fan base as soon as you get the property, and then you get mad at the audience when they go, wait, don't disrespect us. But this continues on a little more.
Meta in the worst way. I just don't see the point. It's like the Halo show. What's the point? You made a show that immediately shits on people that like the property. Why? Why use the property then just make your own? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's self-aware of incel toxicity, but it's not incel toxicity. This is legitimately anything. It's people that just like the original property.
When I heard this new version of Judy Jetson wouldn't be boy crazy, the only word I had to describe my disgust is jinkies. If there is one thing the internet agrees on, it's that you should never change anything ever.
See, like, it's just that has nothing to do with incels or anything. It's just people that like the property. That has absolutely nothing at all to do with incels or anything. Why do you think? Are you being serious? I can't. Who is in this chat right now? Why do you think caring about Scooby-Doo entails keeping a character white? Then I haven't said anything about her skin color. This is the most Twitter shit of all time. All I'm saying is the opening line is immediately just shitting on people that like the property in general. I have said legitimately nothing about her skin color. Like, I actually think half of these people are legitimate racists that immediately turn everything into skin color.
Yes.
I have, as I've said twice now, I don't care what they do with a character's skin color at all. I am saying this opening line is immediately just shitting on fans of the property that they are borrowing from. That's it. I've seen 4 different people say that same shit now, and I legitimately think you are racist.
So that's kind of the there. It's so
but he's not wrong, because
it catches up with all of us.
They waited. They're sitting there, and he says something about the show, not like he gets fans, and they're like, racism.
Racism.
Got him.
How dare you talk about her skin color?
It's a gotcha moment.
Nothing about her skin color.
Yeah.
This is how it begins. Years and years ago, I just watched movies and television to be entertained. And then I started to notice little things like, why are we attacking the audience? And this kind of all started with Last Jedi. Why are we blaming the audience for the backlash to The Last Jedi? Why is Lucasfilm blaming the audience? And then it just continued. Oh, well, you're a racist if you're against Lucasfilm. Why? I never said anything about anything with race or gender. I actually like The Force Awakens. Now you're just mad because a woman is in charge of Lucasfilm. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just questioning why they're taking this approach, and then it just continues. And that's how this has happened for a lot of different people, where you can't even have a valid criticism anymore before you're labeled a racist. It's insanity.
The thing is, too, like, people will say, well, why do you need to talk about it if you don't like it? Or why do you point out that it's not good? Or why do you need to even point that out? Well, first of all, a lot of people are saying, like, will argue that it is good. Secondly, these companies are spending millions of dollars blaming fans that they're wrong, if they don't like it, that they're racist. So people go see it out of guilt or feel bad about not liking it. And they're literally training audiences to just go see things and have no critical viewpoint of movies. They don't want you to actually look at a movie and analyze it. They want you to consume the product, spend your fucking money, and go home and don't talk about it. And if you do say anything about it, it should be praised. The reason that it's important to have critical conversations about art and media is because when it's bad, it should be shamed. That's how art works. If you paint a bad picture as an artist, people will shame and mock you for it, and then you won't do it again. Or you don't work anymore because you keep painting shit. If you keep making bad movies, you should not work anymore. That's how that's supposed to work. But instead, what they did was they figured out they could spend millions of dollars telling people that they should like a product, millions of dollars on casual moviegoers telling them why they're wrong for not liking a product and why they need to keep going and seeing it. They manipulate people with FOMO. They'll tell people this is a #1 show right now. If you're not seeing it, you're missing out. And these people go, oh, I feel like maybe I'm missing out. They spend money on social media to manipulate people. So the point is, you have to have a counterbalance to these things, or else you leave people wondering why they can't like something, which is why Jeremy got popular in the beginning, was because he said, hey, this movie sucks. And then people were like, oh my God, I thought I was the only one that thought it sucked. But like, it's indicative of what they're trying to do, and the fact that like, as a casual audience goer, you are in a situation where you are being actively manipulated to try to consume product and not have an actual opinion about things.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Well said.